Alright everybody, tore apart my Marvel Scaler DLT 13 carburetor off of a 1945 John Deere B. Pretty simple, straightforward. Here's most of the parts out of it. You use 2 wrenches, which are 1/2 inch and 9/16 screwdriver, 5/8 ratchet. Also, you'll need an adjustable later on for your cap on the bottom. I'm not 100% certain what size wrench it is. I just know that I don't have it. A few things I didn't get off of my carburetor is the float. Previous owner stripped the screws out. The drain on the bottom, also they rounded that off, so didn't take that out. There's about, I believe, 6 little screws, little brass screws on the body of the carburetor. If you can't get those out, they're just little cleaning passages. It won't be the end of the world if you don't get them out. I couldn't, not without destroying the screws, so I didn't do it. You can take your butterfly valves out. I did not. Mine were pretty clean, so I didn't worry about it. But if you do, there are 2, let's see if I can get them in focus, 2 little screws on each of them. If you look down inside the carburetor, that little bump you see about halfway down is the nozzle. It comes out through here, through the bottom of the carburetor. If you take that out, you have to tap it and use a slide hammer to get it out. So it's a pain in the butt. I cleaned mine with a paper clip I straightened out, and that works pretty good in my personal opinion. So we'll start putting it back together. First thing to go in is the needle valve that attaches to the float. So you drop it in the center of the sediment bowl, and the easiest way I found to get it in is you push the top of it all the way forward, push down on it a little bit, and then slide it forward into about the middle, and it'll be in its little grooves down in there. It's the best way I've found to do it so far. Then you have your inlet, which has a gasket on it. So you just put it in, work the gasket back down on there, and you just stick it on in there. Make sure that your needle valve gets down inside of it. And sometimes it's a little tricky to get started, but start to thread it in, and then that'll take a 5/8. You can just thread it in and make it just a little over hand tight, and that'll be absolutely sufficient, since it is a piece of brass, and brass breaks a little easy, but that's sufficiently tight. Next, you'll put on your cap, which has a screen on it. Yeah, it just goes right on, maybe. And it is a 9/16. You can use a ratchet, open close in wrench, doesn't matter. However you feel comfy doing it, that's what matters. Next, we're going to put on our inlet, which goes right there. It is a 1/2 inch wrench. Focus that a little bit better. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get it in there. Whenever you go to attach this to your fuel line, use 2 wrenches. It just helps prevent things from getting broken. So This is the whole bottom half of the carburetors put together. We'll just set it over there for right now, and we'll go ahead and look at the body of the carburetor. This was the only little cleaning port screw that I could get out of my carburetor. Might be different for yours, but it goes in right there. Flat screwdriver to get it tight. The best way that I've found to get these carburetors clean is just a parts washer. If you don't have a parts washer, wire brush it, then just go ahead and shoot it down with brake cleaner. I think works really good to clean these kind of stuff. Next, this bolt. I'm sure whenever you took the carburetor off, you found out that this bolt doesn't come out all the way unless the bottom bowl's off. So always remember to put that bolt on. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to set our bowl down on there, and there is a gasket that goes in between here. Mine ended up tearing, and I don't have another one right now, so we're going to go ahead and put it back together for now and hope that it doesn't leak. If it does, I'll go ahead and order a gasket for it. But gasket kits aren't that expensive. I'd recommend getting one. But in the end goes your little spring. There's a gasket that slips down on there, and then you have your cap. Need to put a little pressure on it to get it to start to thread on, because the spring, and just snug it up for right now, because you're gonna have to probably move your bowl around whenever you mount it onto the tractor to get your fuel lines to line up. Next, pointing needle valve. That is your idle adjustment. I'm not sure exactly where this needs to be set at. I'm going to have to look that up and set it before I put it on the tractor. Your blunt needle valve is your load valve. It goes on the far side of the carburetor. Again, not 100% certain on the setting, but I'll have to look it up. But there's your completed, put together marble skipper carburetor. They're all pretty much the same on all the gas 2-cylinder tractors. Pretty fun little afternoon project. Probably took me a couple hours to clean it real good, get it off, and put it back together and check everything on it. But hopefully this gets the tractor running either today or Sunday.